GT40? Oh, that's my baby right there.
This is truly an exotic.
It was stretched to the longest car in the world.
I know it's a Lamborghini, like an Aventador.
Nope, it's not a Lambo.
This is not a Lambo? Yo, guys.
There you are. We were about to call you.
Did you see this place?
What? We told you.
This is bananas. Yo, the backdrop is ridiculous.
It's really nice.
Isn't that what we told him?
That's what
I
we
think
told
that's
him,
about
yeah.
what we
I
told
was
him.
away racing. I didn't know.
Yeah.
You see how
You
cars?
know what just rolled in?
What?
918 Porsche, silver, gorgeous. Oh my God,
I've
love that
seen
car.
that. You know who's driving it?
I know.
I think that's Philadelphia Phillies Ryan Howard. This is crazy.
We got my 918 Spider,
800 horsepower.
8 plus, 887. Don't disrespect.
That's almost dead.
Don't disrespect. It'll throw you back.
Boy, there's some neat stuff there. There's a guy that I know brought a Ferrari that's a one-off.
Wow.
One-off, only one in the world. It looks great, but it doesn't look like any 512 I've ever seen.
It does not.
This could be a prototype or something extremely special.
It goes back to this guy, Joe Nastasi.
Oh, Joe.
Where? I don't believe it.
Man, that'll cost you some green.
Yes, it will.
And guess what else? There's a green Ferrari out there too.
Man,
A
let's go
green
see it. I'm
Ferrari?
excited.
Brand new.
Is it like the color of money?
I want to go up top and look down over the cars. This is beautiful, man. Caffeine and exotics, see what we got. And they're just everywhere. Money, horsepower, fumes.
This is the world first Lamborghini straight pipe that shoots flames without forced induction.
Okay, we got it. Wow, that was loud. So many great cars.
Man, this is great. Ferraris, what do we have? Let me see. Hey, buddy. Nice car, man. Wait, now hold on. I know it's a Lamborghini. It's like an Aventador. It looks like you got like a, I don't know. I never, the front.
No. It's not a Aventador.
It's not a Huracan.
Nope, it's not a Lambo.
This is not a Lambo?
Honestly, this is a custom-made car.
The whole car?
The whole car, all custom. As you can see, I brought the baddest car, not the Vader.
What did this start at?
It actually started as a G35, but just the chassis.
Infinity G35?
Yep. Yes, sir.
It's longer. The wheelbase is longer.
Yeah, it's all extended. All extended.
Wait a
It's on the
minute.
airbags. You got the lift kit all around. You got the wing back there. It's all custom carbon fiber.
Where'd you get it from?
We got it built in Florida. The company's called Supercar Cars.
Supercraft car.
Yes. Basically, if you get a car like this, it's whatever you want in it. Whatever motor you want, you can do electric LS motor, or just the regular G35 motor. You can do whatever your pocket could handle.
What motor's in it?
G35 motor?
It is.
Yes, G35 motor.
You didn't stop with a stock motor.
Yeah, we jazz the motor up.
When you say jazz it up.
We'll put like a supercharger on the motor.
On the G35?
Yes, sir.
How much horsepower?
550?
Really?
Yes.
G35 with a supercharger on it. Hit it. Yo, that sound like an F1 car.
Yeah.
That's a G35 motor?
G35.
Hit it again. Just one more time. Yo, raise it up. Let me see it come up. Yeah. Yo, that is what's up. Beautiful piece.
Oh, G-Wagon. Hey, this yours?
Yeah,
Hey,
Jordan.
Brian.
How's it going?
This is cool.
Thank you.
I'm not a huge Mercedes guy, I have to admit.
I wasn't
But
really
the
either.
G-Wagon is kind of the exception.
I always wanted one. Since I was a kid, I'd see him around, and my dad's like, such a stupid car, frankly, kind of excessive in every way, so lifted it, straight piped it, and made it more excessive because you might as well. That's my 2008 Mercedes G55 AMG. Put my kind of own little spin on it, 2-inch suspension lift, 22-inch Formula wheels, 35-inch tires. My garage is 7 feet tall, and it's 6'11 and a half, so I squeeze in there, and I want to go higher, but, you know, limited by my HOA at this point.
I couldn't help but notice you got a few JL audios in the back.
A little bit of music. Yeah, I've always been a stereo guy, so had to do something big back here. So 4 JL12s, couple amps, JL components all around, CarPlay head unit, and then 36 feet of million color LEDs when you want to make it a little flashy.
Let's check out under the hood.
55 AMG, so it's a supercharged V8, 500 horsepower, 500 pounds of torque.
Nice.
More than enough to spin 35-inch off-road tires off the line.
Very cool.
More power than it needs, being 7 feet tall and a brick floating through the sky when you drive, but the newer ones are faster, and I was like, I don't need it. It's too fast for its own good already.
Let's see what this baby sounds like. Oh, that doesn't sound like a Mercedes.
Straight pipe, side exit exhaust, supercharged V8. More power than it needs for its size.
That's awesome. Almost sounds like a Ford, maybe a Dodge V8.
Definitely not a refined European car, though.
No, that's hilarious. That's awesome. Thanks for bringing it out, man.
Thank you.
Super cool car.
Thank you.
Very powerful car. The engine is still powerful. But it slowed down as a residential.
Caffeine and Octane is brought to you in part by Capital One Auto Navigator. Find and finance a car you love. Every once in a while, a car comes along with a design so unique that opinions start flying, and its authenticity is questioned. One such car is Nadim Mahmoud's Ferrari 512 BBI.
Okay, let me show you the special.
What is this? I've never seen anything like this. Now, Nadim's done his homework and is confident he's the owner of a one-off creation. Something so unique, it had to come from the Ferrari factory or from someone with very close ties to the Italian manufacturer. Many in Ferrari circles think it's a Koenig special, a German tuning house who specializes in modifying Ferraris. My task? Research and track down anything or anyone who may know the story of Nadim's highly modified 512 BBI.
Skip, how are you? Good to see you.
Good to see you.
So what you find out?
Man, it looks great, but it doesn't look like any 512 I've ever seen.
It does not. 7, 8 years ago, the owner said, when he brought it over, he said it was a Koenig. I did ask him if the car was fiberglass. He said the car was made out of alloy. That made me think this could be a prototype or something extremely special. It's very expensive to construct a car out of alloy.
There's been a lot of talk about this, and you gave me some leads, but you only gave me one name, and it goes back to this guy, Joe Nastasi.
Joe Nastasi.
And it so happens that Joe's going to be here today.
Joe Nastasi, he's one of those Italian legends. He was involved in bringing in Ferraris, Lamborghini, Alfa Romeos, special, unique Italian cars.
He is going to tell us the background, determine its provenance, and eliminate a lot of the conjecture that's been said about this car.
You bring in Joe here to
Joe's
verify.
coming here.
This will be great.
It would be nice. Joe Nastasi was really a rags to riches type story. A young man comes to the United States, 17 years old, follows his passion, which are sports cars. He was totally enamored with sports cars.
Some people in the family say, Joe, you know, in Manhattan, I was living in Brooklyn. My parents was in Brooklyn. In Manhattan, there is a place that they work on Ferraris. So wait a minute, can you take me there?
After talking his way in, he began to work his way up, became a recognized mechanic. Fast forward another few years, he is the sole importer and distributor of Lamborghini.
Joe Nastasi was the man responsible for selling and distributing the Lamborghini Countach back in the 80s.
People used to say, please, Joe, you go to either bring me a car, find me a car, buy me a car. So I was be able to sell all the cars on paper from the Mississippi River and east.
When you think about that, it's an amazing story.
Oh, Joe.
Well, I don't believe it. Can't believe it. I'd be running into one of my creations. Look at that. Still perfect.
Perfect.
The way I left it, the way I remember, can't believe it. Well, first thing run to my head, I made a mistake of selling the car. I like to have the car back. That's the first reaction I have.
Joe, who did the work on this car?
This car was my car. I bought it as a BB 512. I built it, made it this way. Spent a lot of time with the body work to figure out all the angle, all the, I put a wider wheels. I had to stretch the body to cover the wheels.
How much wider is it on your side?
I'm talking about at least 8 inches each side.
Each side?
6 to 8 inches.
16
So you got
inches
16
wider.
inches wider.
Wider than the original one.
And you said the body was all alloy.
The body's all aluminum.
All aluminum.
Front, the rear, clip, everything made out of aluminum. We spent a lot of time working out the style of the body, and just it was my own idea, my own way to do it. So if you don't mind, I'm gonna take it for a ride to see if it's still.
You want to drive it?
Oh, why not? I mean, I
Drive it here in town.
I get to eat you already.
You're not going to drive it back to New York, though.
Well, I don't know about that. I can't promise you that.
Can I be
I'm
with you in the
trying.
car? Yeah, we got to go now to the right.
Go to the right?
Yeah. Slow down, it's a residential.
I'm not going nowhere. First gear. Want to go right again?
Go right. Very powerful car. The engine's still powerful.
What do you want?
Let's you drive. I'll drive.
Okay.
I asked Joe if I can drive it. He can watch me driving it to see what he thinks me driving it. It shifts nice, but just at first, the beginning.
No, at the low end, no good. In the beginning.
Beginning.
Yeah. And once you go to speed, everything goes. Yeah, no problem.
We gave each other good criticism on how to drive this special car.
What are you doing driving?
Well, I asked Joe, I said, Joe, let me drive the car. Let me show you how I drive it. See what you think.
I think you didn't want him behind the wheel anymore.
No, I want the car steering.
Joe, what'd you think?
He's sweating. He loves it. It's good. Beautiful car. Nice. Let me know when you get tired of the car. I will take it back. I will take it back.
I will drive it to New York.
If the owner allowed me, I would love it to take it back home. As a matter of fact, I got to fly home today, and if I can have the car, I will drive home. So me and the car can make a love in the way.
Thank you so much for
You're
bringing
welcome.
this,
You're welcome.
bringing the
Any
story
day.
and the,
Thank you.
Thank you.
and
You're
the
welcome.
history behind this
Appreciate
car. You take one of the most creative forces around, a guy that really loves cars, that races cars, and he puts his touch on it. Now you have a car that's a one-off. It's the only one like it in the world. It's a work of art. I've never seen one of these.
This is a pre-production Bentley Continental GTC.
Oh, GT40. Oh, that's my baby right there.
Wow, this is pretty.
Hey, Skip, Sid Barron, good to
Hello,
see you.
Sid. Pleasure. I've never seen one of these. This is really striking.
This is a pre-production 2020 Bentley Continental GTC. And Bentley has done some interesting things with the interior, such as a new to the industry, this diamond and diamond stitching. There are over 1 million stitches inside of a vehicle of this size with that double stitching for the diamonds.
Wow. I mean, this is luxurious, but what kind of horsepower does this thing put out?
You've got a 6-liter W12 engine, 626 horsepower, made it to an 8-speed double clutch transmission. The first time we ever had a double clutch. This does it for you automatically. It is seamless, so it's just better than
You never
anything
feel a shift point.
You never feel a shift point, and candidly, it's just better than you and I could ever shift. 0 to 60, tested by car and driver, 3.4 seconds.
Wow. How heavy is this thing then?
5,500 pounds.
Wow,
Very
that's
heavy
moving
vehicle.
that's moving a lot of weight quickly. That's awesome. thanks a million for bringing this out. This is really neat to see.
Oh, GT40. Oh, that's my baby right there.
There.
Brian Fuller.
Chris Callis.
Nice to meet you. Thanks for bringing that out.
Thank you.
Wow.
It's a Ford GT40 continuation car. It's in the Shelby registry. It's done in black with the silver stripes for Bruce McLaren and Chris Amon, the #2 car that crossed the line first. A little controversy in 1966, but it was the car that won Le Mans.
These were that 427 FE block. They developed it for Le Mans, and it was the first modern type block where instead of just making this big chunk of steel, they made it out of aluminum,
right.
And they also made it lightweight with a lot of webbing. So they were notorious motors for being able to spin high RPMs.
Yeah, and they were. The 427 motor, because it had a 4¼ bore, could go to 8,000 RPM.
Sure.
Back in the day.
And they had a new modern design, too. Can we fire it up?
We can. Just put your foot a little bit on the throttle. It's high up, so you want to just push down a little. You don't give it much.
There we go. Oh, that sounds beautiful.
Here you go.
Oh, that's so nice. What do these things weigh? Probably nothing.
This one weighs just under 2,300.
And how many horse?
565.
Oh!
Yeah.
I love it.
It's crazy. It's like my motorcycle.
I mean, I've hit the gas a few times, man, and it just like, it'll throw you back.
Now this is one of the more luxurious cars ever built. Caffeine and Octane is brought to you in part by Capital One Auto Navigator. Find and finance a car you love.
Man, we got a plethora of Lamborghinis in this joint. We got McLarens. We got Ryan Howard.
Hey.
Ryan Howard.
What's going on, man?
Philadelphia Phillies. What the hell are you doing here,
man,
dog?
I'm good, man. Just out here, just enjoying the day. We got plenty of time to be talking baseball, so there's gonna be a lot of time for that. But right now, seeing what people have and just seeing how much they enjoy cars and being able to share that is pretty cool.
This is crazy. We got all the cars in the world. We got Ryan Howard, but what is this? What do we have
We got
here?
my 918 Spider. And once I got in it, I just instantly fell in love with it. I mean, it's one of those cars that has almost 900 horsepower, but at the same time, it's still very, very tame to drive. So it's not intimidating.
All-wheel drive, 800 horsepower.
8 plus. 887. Don't disrespect.
That's almost that.
Don't disrespect.
I didn't mean to discount it.
Okay, okay.
Because you're right. That's closer to 9 than it is 8.
Right.
Do it sound like something special?
Oh, man, it sounds amazing. You want to start it up?
I'd like to at least start it up. Whoa. You can fit in this?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's like a woman with a nice pair of shoes. You're going to make it work. So you got the keys, the ignition right there. Turn it. So right now it's on, but you're in the electric mode. You're in stealth mode, ninja mode.
No noise.
That's right. So if you hit this switch, and you put it all in the race, that's warp speed.
That's warp speed.
Basically, yeah. Yeah. So it's the electric engine and the combustible engine all working together, so it picks up the lag.
Man, the response is crazy. It's like my motorcycle.
I mean, I've hit the gas a few times, man, and it just like, it'll throw you back. It's got a lot of power, but the car is not an intimidating car to drive. It's really not. Like, you feel comfortable in it.
It can be docile.
Oh yeah, it's Jekyll and Hyde, if you like it.
Yeah, I like Jekyll and Hyde. I love Jekyll and Hyde.
Oh man, it's an amazing experience being able to see all the different cars. I'm excited to actually get a chance to go and walk around and see what's all out here. I saw a stretched old school Mercedes limo, so I want to go check that out. So I'm excited for it.
Now this is one of the more luxurious cars ever built, Mercedes 600. Now they made these in limousines, but I don't think I've ever seen one quite this long. This has got to be a one-off. I'm Skip.
Hi, I'm Ruben. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Ruben.
Hey, buddy. How are you?
Doing well. Thank you for bringing this. This is gorgeous. This is truly an exotic.
It started life as a short wheelbase limo, but it was purchased by a Middle Eastern gentleman in the 70s in Toronto, Canada, and it was stretched to the longest car in the world.
How long is this thing?
23 feet.
Wow.
And it was stretched to specification. Everything is designed as Mercedes would have designed it.
Each of these cars, I believe, in their time, were individualized.
Yes, correct.
Each one was bespoke, so to speak.
Yeah, everyone, especially the inside, it was designed different.
Everything is hydraulic on this car. All the convenience features. All the windows are powered by hydraulics. The electronic seats that move forward, backwards. Same with the rear reclining seat.
That's a lot of hydraulics.
Yes.
A lot of
piping.
50 horsepower's worth.
50 horsepower?
Yes.
That's how much it draws off the engine?
Yes, this engine, the 6.3 block, it's rated at around 300 horsepower, but all the hydraulic convenience features, they take about 50 out of the engine, so it's a 50 horsepower window regulator.
Watch how fast this thing is. As I recall, the trunks on these were kind of neat.
Yes, you just...
Demonstrate this trunk. This is pretty cool.
It's
No
very,
fingers.
Yeah, keep your fingers away.
Yeah, if you want to keep them. All hydraulic, silent.
The best part is when they close.
Yeah. So you have to be very careful.
Very careful.
It's a lot of pressure.
This car is so unique, so rare.
Because there are not many left, you know, probably 1,500 in the world left restored and with collectors, you know.
Most of those are in the hands of dictators.
They used to be. Used to.
Great. Thanks, Sam. Really appreciate you bringing this out.
Thank you.
Pleasure to meet you.